What's happening, everybody? What's going on? What's up? You know, all that stuff. Well, I'm back for a second, part two, I guess you could say, of my stuff that I got at the record fair Saturday. My first video was rock and metal. If you didn't see that, you want to go back and watch that one. Got some really good scores. This one is more of sort of like the, I don't know, it's a little bit of everything, but it falls more into the cool and strange, the weird, the unusual, but it's a little bit of anything. Okay, let's just start off. I'll save that one for last. This one, I love this song. I remember this song in the 70s when I was a kid. The group is Hot Butter. The song's called Popcorn. It's just an instrumental album. And the song Popcorn is, it was actually a 70s hit. And it's done on the Moog synthesizer, I believe. I think all of the songs on here are, and it's just a white sleeve. I don't know why I took that out of the wrapper. But, you know, that was something that I'd found on my second round going through the records again at the record fair. So it pays to go back through them, you know, because I found a lot of good stuff that way. Here's one that I found, hadn't been there long. It's Kim Fowley. This one's called Psychedelic Dogs. And this one was still sealed. Of course, I opened it since then. But this is only my second Kim Fowley album, and it's just a white sleeve. But I think this one was a later album. I mean, I know he passed away not too long ago. Sad to say. This one says 2012, so I don't know if it's a compilation of his early stuff or the liner notes here. It was written in 2014. So, anyway, Kim Fowley, if you don't know who he is, he was really the brains and the manager behind the Runaways, to a certain extent. This is one that I have a couple copies of this one, but this is Planet P Project. And then this album is very Pink Floyd-ish. And Tony Carey is the lead singer of this band. And it's a great album, double album. And this one, the reason I picked it up, considering I already have it, is it's on pink vinyl. And the name of the album is Pink World, so it's very appropriate. It came with the lyric sheet there. And the glare on my lighting angle is pretty bright. But yeah, I was, you know, I probably wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't pink, like I said, because I already have two other copies. But I'll be giving one of my other copies to my girlfriend because she doesn't have this record. She was trying to talk me out of the pink one. It's like, no, sorry. She has Ziggy Stardust on pink vinyl, and I don't have that one. So this is another one I was sort of surprised to see. Weird Science soundtrack. It's a great movie if you haven't seen it. It's just a white sleeve. Features let's see, Oingo Boingo doing the title song, of course. Kim Wilde. Wall of Voodoo's on this one. Killing Joke, Lords of the New Church. You know, Weird Science. This is one I always pick up records when I see them from her. This is Claudine Longet. And this one's just called Claudine. Run Wild, Run Free. I don't think I have this one. It's very possible that I do. It was only in the dollar bin at the record show. So, you know, I went ahead and there's the original sleeve. If you don't know Claudine Longet, she was married to Andy Williams at one time, and there was a whole big, I think, murder thing that she was involved with somehow. Not sure the complete story, but and I don't know if she's French, but she sort of sings like she's got a French accent. Maybe it's just me. Picked this one up in the dollar bin at the record show, Michael Bolton. I have this on CD, and don't laugh because this is actually really good. Just a white sleeve. The song Fool's Game, there's a video for that. Look that up on YouTube and watch it. I mean, it's so good and bad at the same time. You know, it just makes it even better. But this whole album is really good. It's very underrated. I know Michael Bolton went on to be really adult contemporary, but, you know, that stuff to me is really good, you know. This is one of the first ones I picked up at the record show. I was looking for this, Chicago. And you see Chicago records everywhere, and I'd seen this one everywhere, but the reason that I wanted it, the reason I kept looking for it, I should say, is because this one's actually complete. It came with the iron-on, if you can see that there. It's just the cover with the bird on it. And then it has the original sleeve, and it has the custom label. But what I wanted the most that it had, that all the other ones that I'd seen didn't have, was this poster that came with it. You can see that there. It's a pretty good size poster of them all in the car, or in a car. I think, once again, I think I'd originally seen this with the poster. Someone, I think, showed it on the VC. So, you know, the VC has opened my eyes to a lot of things. You know, with that Van Halen poster, the one with David Lee Roth from the Van Halen, I guess it's Women and Children First. Me and Kat we didn't know that and all these years I never knew it had a poster. This, I about snatched it up. I wish they had the other volumes. The Best of Ken Nordine, Volume 3, Word Jazz, Classic Collection. If you're not familiar with Ken Nordine, I mean, you need to go look that stuff up on YouTube. It's just a white sleeve. I have his Colors CD. I don't have any of his albums. This is the very first one I got. I'd love to have Word Jazz, and then I think there's one called Son of Word Jazz. But it's such a... I have all kinds of emotions when I listen to his music, or when, if you want to call it music. You know, it's humorous, it's serious, it's got a lot of kitschy factors to it. It's cool and strange. It's everything. You know, it's like spoken word. There's jazz arrangements playing in the background on a lot of them. I just love it. It's just really, it's just like nothing else. So if you ever find any Ken Nordine, or if you're interested, look some of that stuff up. This one, I really had to look at it twice to see if I was seeing what I thought I was. Cab Calloway, the Hidey Ho Man. And this is a double album. I wasn't aware that, I mean, I guess, you know, I've said this in previous videos, everyone has made albums in the past, just a white label. I just had never seen a Cab Calloway album. I'd never even really thought about, you know. Of course, I would have picked it up if I'd seen one previous. And this has the Hidey Ho Man on it. The only song it doesn't have on here that I really like is the Reefer Man. It's not on here, but Minnie the Moocher's on here. You can't go wrong with Cab Calloway. And this, I think this was a later album, or later compilation. This is another one that I've been wanting for a long time. This is the Plastic Ono Band. Live Piece in Live Piece in Toronto, 1969. I don't know how I got Detroit. And this is John and Yoko. They're doing a lot of covers on here. They do Give Peace a Chance is on here too. Also, let's see, they do Cold Turkey, Blue Suede Shoes, Dizzy Miss Lizzy, Money. anything with John and Yoko, especially Yoko. I mean, I have an affinity for John Lennon because me and him share the same birthday, as does him and his son Sean. And then I have an affinity for Yoko because she's an avant-garde, cool and strange artist. So I think those two as a combination, or even solo, either or, they're very. I don't have a lot of John Lennon on vinyl. I'd like to get a lot more. I actually have a couple Yoko Ono, so that makes another one to add to the list. This is one I'd seen for quite a few years online, with for cool covers, I guess. This is the Age of Electronics, Dick Hyman. This is a Project 3 record, which is, or not Project 3, excuse me, this is Command record, getting ahead of myself, which is the Enoch Lights label. Dick Hyman, anything he does is good. This is just a white label, or a white sleeve. And I was really floored to see that one. This is all on the Moog synthesizer. So, I love any of that kind of electronic stuff. I tell you that some stuff that I'd like to have, I have a couple on CD, but I don't have any on vinyl, is some theremin albums. Anything, theremin, if you're not familiar with Leon Theremin, there's a documentary. I don't know if that's on YouTube or not, but it's, if you're not familiar with Theremin, the first movie that comes to mind is the original The Day the Earth Stood Still. The soundtrack to that has theremin all the way through it. It's that high-pitched, squealy sound that it sounds like, it's people creeping around like they're when there's ghosts in scary movies, like the old 50s and 60s movies use those a lot. Anyway, the last one I'll show in this video is something that I kid around about, and I actually have a few of this artist, and I found one in the same bunch that I'd found that last album, Hino, and this is a Hino record that I didn't have, and any Hino record is a good Hino record. I mean, even if I did have it, I would have probably got it anyway. It was only $5, and let's see what label. This is on, looks like Peters International, I think is what that says. Recorded in Germany, 1979. Hino is an acquired taste. It's not for everyone, but it is for me. And anyone out there, if you see any Hino records, this guy right here, I would be more than thrilled to, to receive one of those from someone. So that's all I have in this video. I probably will be making a third video from the pickups that I scored from the record stores we went to Saturday as well, after the record fair. I picked up quite a few things from the record stores. We went to 2. So, be checking that video out here real soon. If you like any of that stuff, please comment. Let me know what you're into. If you like some cool and strange music, or anything weird, avant-garde, I'm all about that stuff, because it's just can't ever seem to get enough of that. But I've said in previous videos, I like everything. And some people say they like everything, but they truly don't. My everything really is. I think everyone has stuff that they gravitate to more so than, other things. But, that's the good thing about music as far as I'm concerned. It dictates your mood, or when you're in a certain mood, you can go listen to certain music and feel satisfied. So I'm all about that. So I'll be making this video here soon, like I said. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.